How painful is publishing on Steam? It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. I'm playing the video game. Do I have an automatic deploy program? Well, we have a program that packages up the game and gets it ready, and then the Steam thing actually releases the game. I'm pushing stuff. It's pretty fun just playing with the overhead map camera and all that stuff. Will this require another session with Casey? What? Why? What are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? Okay, so we have a problem that I'm noticing on Steam Deck. It's not that big of a deal, but it's that the particles or the shader for the gate are not packaging. Relatively small issue, but an issue for sure. I'm going to play a level. Let's load into a level.
I'm free. Finally. 40 days without pushing things.
So we don't have gamepad controls for the player feedback screen.
40 days without pushing things. Way too long. What is going on with all these crystals?
But we don't necessarily want that.
never seen so many crystals. Well, heavy at least. That feels true.
That cage was just a bit cramped. These crystals are so shiny.
So we got to fix before sending out the Steam build audio bits don't stop at the right time for some reason. I'm voicing the characters. No, not really. But when you're programming something, I mean, you can complete the thought, right? You can complete the thought. Thank you. Okay, I've opened a gate. Why does it say right click? That's wrong. So the gamepad control for looking at a level is either bound wrong, like looking at the level bitmap. Let's take a look at this. This is why you got to test your stuff. Gotta test your stuff. You gotta test your stuff. You gotta test your stuff. Right. Okay, so what? I'll just go on to a level and see what the gamepad prompt is. Yeah, it's saying right click, but right click is look at the map. And when I use triggers, I believe it's supposed to be right trigger. So let's go look at the... What is... I typed game enter into Emacs and all this Xbox Game Bar shit popped up. What are they doing? Nobody wants any of this, please. What the fuck? All right. So, not in menu. We want in gameplay. What is view? For keyboard, what is it? Space. But that's like... I guess we overload that. Okay, hold on. I guess we'll put it on left trigger for now, right? Because right trigger's occupied. It's fine. Oh, yeah, this thing, it doesn't hot load correctly for some reason. I don't want to debug it right now. It's Windows G, but I didn't hit Windows G, dude. It still says right stick. So we need to debug that. I mean, we don't really need speed up very much in this game. Maybe we unbind that. I don't know. Oh, it means non-click. Yeah, okay. I understand why this is happening. I put a very specific if statement in there last stream. Because I'm kind of overloading two controls on the same thing. All right. Put the Steam Deck to sleep. What? Okay. What do I work on? I'm having a slow day. I mean, it's Sunday, right? I'm going out dancing in a couple hours. Our goal is to make a good impact on the game between now and then. And okay, so it sort of is under this category because I was like, oh, we want to enable the select wheel in the overworld, but we're like overloading the game binding. And the thing is, we don't support more than one binding. So it's like the same button has to do both things, which is maybe not ideal, but maybe fine. Actually, why don't I go all the way with it? So instead of binding it to the trigger, because let's just make the right stick work, right? Because then we don't have to worry. We could bind left trigger to run or something like it is in Gears of War or whatever. And yeah. I also don't like, so when I'm holding down the trigger, we don't process inputs. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I think when we're processing Gamepad inputs, let me just, actually, I don't, because wait, I just replaced the stick movement. So like, why does holding down the trigger stop me from moving? Right? So, all right. I'm actually going to embrace it, and I'm just going to make right stick do the thing. And that's going to be awesome. Okay. So we're probably... The question is, are we calling into that same code that I did yesterday that... I'm going to need some caffeine as well, by the way. I don't know how it's 5 p.m., guys. I haven't done hardly anything today. It's crazy. Hopefully this game will have a VR version now. We thought about submitting a port application to Meta for this, but once we listed like how much work we would really need to do to make it good in VR, including like optimization of, because the idea involved like seeing multiple levels at once and being able to swap around between them, and it just like, it's hard enough to finish the game, man. Why Meta? Because I like their headset the most. Yeah, it might be the Time Cube's fault. That is a good point. It is probably... Why didn't I think of that? It's the time cube's fault. All right, so I have multiple questions about this. Yeah, I'm just going to remove that binding. And then we'll restart the game for a second. Which is also what brings up screenshot level previews on the overworld. Okay, so... And that leaves us with one unbound thing. We could do toggle side undo UI. We could do friendly dragon. We could make it be run. I don't know. Okay. So, what are we going to do? I want that caffeine now. That's what my brain is thinking. I want some tea. But we need to make this work, right? So, whoops. If we go to our character switch file we were in yesterday, right? What is it? Right stick. Draw a character, select Gamepad. Okay, so if Gamepad stick is... Okay, initiation. Gamepad. Update and draw a character select wheel. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this and elaborate on it, but we use the part of this code that controls activation of the character select wheel. It's just when we do viewers, we check the character select flag to see whether the viewer should be up. So we call the initiation gamepad. Now, if I press spacebar, that's the weird thing. So Okay, so this is really kind of stupid. You know, there's no reason to do this. There's no reason to do this. Sorry. Sorry. This is not the right way to do it. All right. Okay, I already did this. If we want this, if. Okay, so when we go to player control, no, what's it called? Wheel Alt 1. Oh, it was in this file, right? Yeah. Right. Okay, so actually that's fine. And that binds to a proc, but on Gamepad, the right stick, which this is hard-coded to, along with character select, the right stick does not generate discrete input events. In a way that is useful. So we use the .gamepad stick flag from initiation gamepad for both modes. That's a hack. Okay, it is a hack. So, dude, what is going? I can't seem to get rid of that. All right. Okay. We have been low energy so far. That's why we need the caffeine. All right, so here still works. Check it out. Check it out. Let's change Overworld to our default. Why does it take so long to load, dude? All right. Okay, so oh wait, now it's space. Oh, you got to be on the level. What am I thinking? You got to be on the level. All right. We got to debug this right now. Like, that's so weird. All right, we made the right stick work, so let's debug that. Can I attach to process? All right. So, where do we do the? We looked this up the other day, and I've forgotten. Right, it's still a viewer entity. Yeah. Oh, is it in draw? I remember being like, I don't know if I like where this is. Nexus views. Right, okay. Yeah. I think it's this. So, why do we like destruct the viewer or something? That's all I can think. The fuck is going on? Like, why? It's in the file name, and I said open, and it went back to the other folder. Like, oh my god. All right. Suspended. Why? Why are you suspended? A cryogenic nightmare. All right. So, manager Nexus views. All right. There is one. Is it still in the screenshot? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, hard to tell, but yeah. So, there's one. Okay, the viewer exists. One. Why is current set to true? Okay, what code is supposed to set current equals false? All I did there was hit Control A twice, and it complained about the first one. Like, dude, every interface is horrible now. Okay, so we'll go there. Okay. We're going to continue. DT. Okay. Entry. Okay. Get active hero is on entry. Okay, wait. What? What? Where is anything about are we actually asking to see it? Aha. Wait. This is making it go all big like Kanye the Giant, but down here, the target is 0. We're getting smaller. Like there's a size T on it. Magnification is 0, size T is 1. We're maybe using the wrong thing. This sure. Oh, you know what? Okay. Here's the thing, guys. This code was designed for when there was sort of two modes. The thing would fade in and out when you're standing on the level entry is one thing. That's why there's a size T. And then the magnification is it coming up to your face. All right. But the problem, let's just continue so we can validate that it's still all big like Kanye the Giant. Yeah. So why is it all big like Kanye the Giant? Is it because the viewer's an entity? Right? Let's just go back to the draw. Okay. So is it here? Okay, maybe we're just... Okay, well, let's go back there. Different part of the function we were looking at. Okay, we're like bailing out, I guess. Right? So, do we get there? If alpha is equal to 0, continue, or whatever. Okay, so magnification 0, alpha 1. It's all weird. It's all a little bit weird. Okay, we have if not scale continue. That's the culprit. Because I was like, oh, we don't want to draw it. But we do want to make sure the scale is updated. All right. So that took way too long to find a simple problem. We're mini dumping for some reason. It's annoying me. Taking way too long. Why is this taking so long? Probably the European cores. Or maybe we allocated too much stuff. Am I still attached in the debugger? I mean, well, I hit Shift F5. I don't actually know what remedy does, so maybe it's holding things up somehow. Okay, remember that Photoshop that we opened? All right, I had to Control C it. I don't know what that was about. What did I run? Yes, it was the debug. Do. All right. Cool. Like I said, at some point we'll make this not be an entity and it won't have such weird positioning. But that's fine. Okay. I can't believe people on my team. I mean, I can believe it, but like no one consulted me about how these icons should look, these control icons. Ugh. I mean, they're temporary, it's fine, but like you want to at least aim for good. All right, so that is solved. That's two things. I don't know why we had to check for scale equals 0. Okay, why does holding down the trigger stop me from moving? Because it's probably a modifier. And when we do Gamepad, or when we do key map, really. Or wait, though, the moving... This is weird, because like I said, the moving doesn't go through the key remapping. Oh, did I fix this selecting an alt when the main character is dead? No, I didn't. Okay. Do I make my tea now? I think so. But I'm annoyed by having to deal with more weird binding stuff. Okay, so why? Okay, does that happen? Oops. Does that happen here? No. No, sir, it does not. So this must be my fault? Wait. I'm holding left trigger down and I can move here. Which is what I would expect. So why is it any different? Oh, it's not. Maybe this had to do with hot reloading and binding things. I don't know, dude. It was one of those confusing situations. Okay. Slow frame rate. Slow frame rate. Let's use our new character wheel. Yeah. Yeah. We need to get thief out. Boom. Boom. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. I mean, I hadn't actually tried it as like, how much do I like using this wheel versus the buttons? And once you remember what direction people are in, it's pretty good. Although, maybe FIFA style is better. I don't know. Maybe FIFA style is better. Cycling with a bit single button seems more natural. Yeah, but it sucks when there's like 6 characters, which is gonna happen sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like really horrible. And so, although, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to make it FIFA style, guys. As much work as I've put into this wheel, I'm imagining myself doing the like pass the ball thing, and it's like, it's actually not bad. Hold to pick a more distant one? No, because you don't need more distant usually, because you can just double to go past someone, and that's as fast or faster than... You know, character switching is not a move in this game. It doesn't take time. So, yeah. Imagine Alt-Tab like Windows with the characters ordered by frequency recency. That is horrible. That would be horrible. What are you talking about? No. No, sir. Okay, wait. Why didn't we unlock the next... I solved this level. Do we have an editing problem here? Which, by the way, I'm going to start her on the start now. I'm gonna... Wait. Why was that unlocked? Okay, so this was sort of the wrong order. It's really, we do this, and then that, and then these. We're going to do some more fun thing. This is kind of a filler room right now because this was one of the first areas to get designed. And then when I redesigned it, I was just sort of porting the idea that we'd had. And I have a good idea about what to do here. And it involves probably making this room more compact with something more fun at the top. What is this level that we have as the super big... Oh, that was this one? Yeah, I think we want to redesign this one. I mean, it's fine, but it's just like not... It is not what we would want. Like the very first thing we would do, I think, like this has 9 rooms because that's what the original puzzle had, but like you could get away with 6 rooms here probably. There's just a lot of filler layout. And I just wouldn't do this format of like every single room is a square with a nobbin in the middle. Probably isn't that good. Is the water thing final? No. Yeah, the art style here, the lighting is weird. It's not good. We're gonna revise it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What if the hero wheel was ordered as close as possible to where the heroes are on screen? I just don't think that's a good... It's not good to have them moving around all the time, right? You either... Like, if we do the where they are on the screen, then you might as well do the FIFA version, right? Which, I mean, I'm really warming up to... I want to program that someday. Maybe that'll be a weekend project soon, and then we'll just see which one's better, right? I mean, I could definitely get used to this, and it would be good. But there is something to be said for a different thing. But, like, this would be worse if the characters were moving around all the time. Because it's not exact enough. Like, what you would actually do, if you wanted an interface that's positional on the screen, is when I push the stick, it would just draw a line from that character in this direction toward a different character, right? I mean, I haven't played FIFA, so I don't know what that actually looks like in that game, but I can imagine exactly what I would do, you know? Like here, these bottom 3 rooms are completely superfluous, right? You might as well cut these 3 down just into 1. Yeah. Do I think EA has a software patent on it? I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe they do. But we're doing a different thing, right? We're like switching characters. It's not a sports game. Yeah, and then you could also make it like on the levels where there are people off screen, usually there's only one other character. So you could just make it, if there's one other character, literally any direction switches to that character, right? So you don't even have to think about it. Like if it's someone you can't see, you just like tap in any direction and it just goes. Any reason why not to put the color near to their respective actor? Because you can't do an action without opening the thing and looking at it because you don't know what direction anything is. All right? So interfaces are better if the player can indicate what they want to do without waiting to see the result on the screen and do a feedback loop that way. It's better if they can just tell you, right? So that's why in this game, if I want to go east 5 and then south, let me slow down time to make it obvious. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 south. And I've typed all that in and my character's going, right? I don't have to wait till I'm in the square to say the next square, right? In general, that's a good principle. So if I want to switch to thief and I know thief is on the left, I should just push left. I don't want to have to push to open the wheel and then look at where the thief is and try to select the thief. That's slower, and it's not something that you can ever like muscle memory because you literally don't know where it is, right? If anyone has examples of games, like if you have a video clip even from a game where you think it's got a good selector, go ahead and do them, and I'll take a look. Go ahead and paste them in chat. I'm gonna go start the tea water, and then when I come back, I guess we'll fix the slop on the select wheel. Except maybe not, because if we keep with the character select wheel, otherwise it would be fun to do a directional character switch right now. However, I got other things I got to do, like fix all these errors and stuff. TL2. Am I supposed to know what TL2 is? Like, what is going on with chat? TL2. Towel 2, TP2, Tower of London 2, Total Life 2, Titanfall 2, Thread Local 2. Yeah, this is all very helpful, guys. Thank you very much. Should one care about patents while developing games? I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if someone's going to sue your ass off, that's a problem. The question is just, I don't know. I mean, you don't ever want to intentionally violate a patent, I'll tell you that. But also, I have no idea what all the patents are. You know? Okay. Let's fix this gate thing. Draw a gate force field. Okay. So let's make the force field mesh name. Okay, we got that. Force field material. That's not happening. Okay, we need to do in every level. Oh, I guess that's fine. I mean, I guess no, the problem is all right. The problem is we don't render because this only happens when we render and all right. All right. So when we're doing all the levels, Oh, I forgot to check how the rivers look on Steam Deck, by the way, because we added corners recently. Dude, I pressed the button to wake up the Steam Deck, and it didn't do anything for a long time. So I pressed it again, and then it woke up and it went back to sleep. All right. Okay, the corners look good. Corners look good. Great. It's like the button itself does not give you much feedback, you know? Like I just tried pressing it to sleep the thing and it didn't work. You have to solve a warehouse puzzle in order to open a file. You're not a real developer. Should you learn basic CS or build stuff with low-level languages? Well, here's the thing. I always learn better when I know why I want to know something. And so what I do is I work on a project that I'm interested in. And I make sure that it's relatively ambitious at least, right? And then I just learn things that I need to know in order to do what I'm trying to do. And that for me is a very effective method. Now, it probably also wouldn't hurt to just learn a little CS once in a while in off time from that project. Because the whole thing is you don't know what you don't know, right? And like, maybe if you knew that certain kinds of things existed, you would approach problems differently. But if you don't know that they exist, then you would do something else that's more naive, right? That's a very common thing to happen. So, you know, but I would use a project as the main thing. I wouldn't like necessarily, I don't know. Okay. So what do I do here? I need to, for all the levels, we do something where we load them all. Add level assets to the manifest. I don't know why that's buried along with other stuff. I can always tell when somebody edited something after me because nobody else respects vertical space. Load entities. Do post-load graphical things. All right, so we have to do this. Where was it? Okay, so manifest gate material for managered up by type.gate. All right, we're gonna go material name if table set materials, material name, and find. True. We could make a simpler function for that. All right. Maybe that'll fix the gate problem. Possibly. Possibly, maybe. Probably no. No, I won't jinx myself by saying probably no. Possibly, maybe. Thought I added a load all textures function recently and called it in main. That's just for a small set of things. That was not for everything in the game. And that also, like, you have to load all the levels to know what's in the levels. And that's sort of what's happening here is we're loading levels. All right. So maybe that fixes Steam build. Hey, guess what? I did another Steam build today. And it was only 300 megabytes, so maybe we'll try that on Steam. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Let's just see if we see anything else in the draw function. So we get the material. So force field quads. Okay. What a butt pain. What a butt pain. Why didn't you just do this when we loaded? All right. All right. So, maybe that is solved. Oh, no, it's the wrong file again. Okay, we have a question mark. We could look at the audio bits, right? So like, I think that's in. Let's make sure we compile first of all. Oh, see, I knew there could be a problem. You always should know there can be a problem. Materials. Why? Manifesto materials. All right. Okay. Like, we have specular on this thing. Okay, so we compile and run. That's great. That's what we wanted there. Okay. Maybe keep going to the wrong file. Oh yeah, audio bits. That's what we're gonna do. Story is speaker names. Draw story. Sound. Clear cutscenes for undo. Play bark. All right. Play sound mixer. Voiceover. So we get this offset. So let's just take a look, first of all, to make sure that the times are correct in the file. Okay, so yeah, so this is in this file. It goes from there to there. And then it's supposed to stop at 25.080. We'll make sure that this is working. So we're going to go no check-in. S is tprint time whatever duration whatever, right? T1 T0, we're going to give names to these things, and played my lifetime. I just feel like this my lifetime is not accurate. I think that's the problem. All right. That wasn't what I expected. Why are we getting... What? T1 and T0. Oh, these are Apollo times. Maybe we should put that in our struct printer. All right. Those are Apollo times. What does peak do that indexing the array directly doesn't? It's shorter to write. Because you don't have to specify what the last element index is. 25.08 to 21.68. Do we want to stopwatch how long it's actually playing for? I said open volume mixer and it slid out the other thing. All right, stopwatch. Ready? Oh, that didn't work. I hit the wrong key, that's why. I'm free! Finally. 40 days without pushing things. Yeah, I'm free. Like, I'm free. Finally. So, 40 days without pushing things. Finally. I'm free. Finally. So firstly, we're not resetting Barks. Not resetting Barks on level restart. So that's a big deal. Or maybe we just let you talk through it. All right. So that was, I'm free. Finally. This says 3.9 seconds. 40 days without pushing things. See, it cuts off in the middle of that. I'm free. Finally. Yeah, it takes like 3.9 seconds. 40 days without pushing things. And it goes to like 6 something. I'm free. Right? Finally. 40 days without pushing things. So I don't have an audio debug UI. So really though, we have this like repeat end position that we should be setting, right? And I bet you like we could check all this. We can go to the frickin' file. Let's do that just so that we know where we stand. We're going to go to the frickin' file. Whoops. Temporary VO. Oh God, we're getting Microsofted. Guys, we got Microsofted. Okay, it's fine. So subtitles, right? Embed in Warrior Heroes 1. Let's do VLC. All right. Well, the VLC. This is the section All right, so 21.68 seconds. How accurate do we feel? We don't have a good timer output here, but
I'm free. Finally.
okay. So one thing that I notice is maybe it's like starting at the wrong time, right? Or do we wait? Do we wait to play the bark? Like maybe we do a countdown first. Let's look at that. Because I could see not wanting to play it immediately. Initial bark. The fact that this is in simulate makes me think. Yeah, initial bark countdown. Okay. So that's fine. So there's a countdown. When we count down, we play the sound. Now this sound goes until 25.080. Is that where we end up? Yes, right? So
Finally. 40.
so it starts saying the next thing at 26. So if we're stopping there, that should be fine. So does this return the stream? Probably not, because you have to lock it. Where is it? It's just here, probably. But can I pass tweak source sound data? All right. So rather than doing a bunch of stuff on top, I think I can just maybe set up a tweak source. Right, play sound, double colon, tweak source, play sound mixer, right? Okay, this is one of these cases where the fucking overloads are like, you're calling manager data tweak source. Maybe it's in another file. Like, at some point, overloads are a scourge. All right, sound catalog. All right, manager data tweak source. Okay. No. Okay, so when we do the entity pass then, when does this happen? All right. So yes, we are not saying, oh, subtitles clip duration. I'm not setting that, am I? Am I? Yes. Fuck. Maybe that broke. You know what we're just going to do? This is easy to debug because we're not using the sound system for most sounds in the game, sadly. Let's just say that. Update stream log stream whatever, just in case there's more than one, which I don't think there should be. Cursor whatever end position whatever, stream dot play cursor stream dot repeat end position. Like, okay, are we? This is what I was saying. Like, I texted somebody about like how to debug problems, and it's like, well, what do you mean no stream on story? Oh, like sometimes it's just you don't understand the system, and so whoops, just understand the system first. And then just do what you need to do to query into, you know, is this working? Is that working? What? Narrow down the things that could be the problem, right? How does this work? What does it do when it's working? Okay, he didn't say anything.
I'm free. Finally. 40 days without pushing things.
Yeah, so that end position does not, oh, it does change. It does change. Why does it change? See that? It's probably correct for a while. And then it changes. In fact, it changes right when we get there. Right when we get there. So, why is that? So here, when we say make stream, but the stream pointer doesn't change, so it's unlikely that we did that. So this seems wrong, by the way. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so forward sample set repeating. I mean, what? I don't think that's it, but maybe. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna debuge the nuge. We're going to debuge the nuge. Bro, every UI sucks. All right. We're going to do that. We're going to debug. Actually, we'll do this in sound catalog. right? Okay, I opened the file. What? All right, there we go. There we go. Play sound. Okay, so here. Oh no, the entity pass. Make stream. Entity pass. Where was the entity pass? In sound. All right. Wrong file. Entity pass. So we make the stream right here, and we're just going to set a data breakpoint. All right. So, right there, we want... Oh, can I set data breakpoints? Fuck. I don't know how to do it here. Okay, that's correct. We're going to address that. Actually, maybe I can add break when value changes. Aha! That's convenient. Okay, wait, we're freeing it? Interesting. Interesting. So we're freeing the streams, but, okay, here's my suspicion. Well, I don't know, but we probably recreate the stream immediately after. Right? And it's like getting the same memory, I guess, which is cray-cray. Let's see. So where was the entity pass? We're just going to break when we call this again, right? Okay. I guess I got to remove the breakpoint. Run to there. We'll reinstate that breakpoint. Okay. Okay, there's nothing. Wait. It didn't do it this time. But, okay, this is a little weird and annoying because, like, the window didn't have focus, and so maybe the behavior is different. All right. Let's just...
Finally.
See, that time it stopped at the right time.
I'm free. Finally. 40 days.
There we go, right? So like, what are we doing that we generate a sound at the same address? Or no, you know what? Because we got different behavior, Maybe we just have to try again. Because maybe it works sometimes when the timing is weird, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to set the data breakpoint, and then we're going to go back to the window. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're gonna break when value changes. We're gonna go back here.
3. Finally.
Same. All right. But we didn't see, that worries me, because now we also didn't get subtitles there, right? Oh, fuck. Bro, I can't type.
I'm free. Finally. 40 days without pushing things.
All right. So we're just going to try to log stuff because the debugger setup is fucking with things. Okay, so actually okay, so first of all, yeah, so in free streams, we're just going to log that. What was our logging that we just added? We got to no check in this. We don't want to check these things in. Free streams. All right, so that's great. And then let's just see if we're creating a new stream, right? We're just going to do that. We're going to disambiguate. Is that literally what's happening? Because it looks like it might, but then also maybe it was just different behavior and the sound ended at the right time. Because we didn't get the wrong timestamp there.
I'm free. Finally. 40 days without...
All right. So freeing stream. What about when it changes? Aha! See that? See that? Creating stream. So here's what we're going to do. This is the kind of super hack that you can only do when you're in charge of everything, right? So here, when we make a stream, which is in our sound library that we ship with the standard library of the compiler, we know this is the second time that this ever gets called, right? So we're going to say call no check-in, call count plus equals 1. If no check-in, call count is equal to 2, debug break. All right. All right. Try doing that.
I'm free. Finally.
Oh, I didn't run from the debugger, dude. Let's run from the debugger. But that was exactly what we wanted. So we caught the point where we're recreating the sound. And it just happens to be in the same place, so we didn't see that in
I'm
the
free.
debug.
Finally.
Okay, why are we recreating the sound? It's probably a stupid reason. Do stream entity pass. Because our issued sound is still alive. And we don't... We sort of have this thing where it's trying to kind of be robust and create yeah, so we still have an entity. And the entity, this is just the way that I did things in Braid and stuff, and I've just kept it. The entity lives a little bit longer than the sound that's actually playing in the back-end system. And I don't know why it's... You know, I don't know. I don't know. But this is what's happening, is we're recreating a new sound. So let's just set a flag. Because I don't think... I don't think we're going to want to like restart sounds. Like sounds are skipped by the undo system. This undo system is just pretty different from the Braid one. So, yeah. What am I? My brain is blanking, guys. I need a day off. My brain is just blanking all over the place. So I guess I'll put it in either a sound flags or a runtime only flag. We'll just try sound flags. All right. So flags. What are the flags? Usually these days I use strongly typed flags, but this is very old. Issued sound spatialized. Oh God. Where are those? Let's convert all these. Issued sound flags. Let's just do this. Flags enum flags u32 blammo already created stream. Right. All right. So now I'm going to have this annoying thing of all the code uses that. All right. So in the entity pass, we're still going to have to do some cleanup on these flags. I guarantee it. But in the entity pass, we're going to say if sound dot flags and already created stream continue. All right. We're going to get lots of compile errors here. Once the European cores wake up and actually decide to work. Okay, so developer commands, right? We just need to do the same replace. nicer flags, more modern flags, more presentable flags. Bro. Oh, we have a sound HUD? Wait. Oh, no, that's... Well, maybe. It's for subtitles, something. Bro, the European cores... All right. All right.
I'm free. Finally.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That might be some of our debug stuff, though. That might be us trying to debug print stuff that doesn't exist. Oh, no, you know what it is? No, you know what it is? It's doing exactly what I told it. Remember what I told it? I said, remember what you tell the computer so you don't have to debug. Remember when I said if call count is 2, debug break? That was the second time we were going to play voice when we loaded another level. So yeah. Don't run it in the debugger, just fix the bug. Like, what's your problem?
I'm free. Finally. 40 days without pushing things. Way too long. Never seen so many crystals. Never seen so many crystals. Heavy at least. That heavy at least.
Okay, well, we fixed that. See, computers can sometimes work better than they did before. Oh, I don't know where that bug was. It's way down. All right, well, I didn't have it in the list, but that doesn't mean it doesn't count. Okay. So what do we want to do about the restart? For now, I'm gonna cancel all barks on the restart. And if we don't like that behavior, then, because I just have a feeling sometimes people might want to like replay the conversation, because most of the conversations that happen are going to be on level load, right? Maybe not. Maybe if you have played through the game a bunch, like through the level a bunch, and you restart, you don't want them to say the stuff again. See, that's the problem. But for the purposes of this demo, we're going to have them say the stuff again because that's easy. and then we'll see. Right. Having the sound restart every reload seems like it would be miserable. Yeah, well, that's the downside. That's the downside. And yeah, I mean, I guess when I play other games, I kind of hate that because it makes the voice acting less good. All right, well, let's... So the reason this is happening, let's do it the other way. The reason this is happening is, yeah, we'll just have them like talk through the thing, right? Play bark. Initial bark countdown. So here's the problem. The problem is if we haven't played the bark yet and you restart, we want to play it, right? Or we still want to play it, right? So what we really want to do is we want to say, if we didn't do that, and we're going to store it on the entity manager, all right? And that's not going to get serialized, and it's not going to get screwed with by undo. Okay, so reset entity manager. We'll say that. What is going on? So I don't know. It's maybe not that hard actually. If I hard reset, which is only a developer thing, it'll probably, I think that destroys the entity manager. But regular undo should not. All right, reset. I'm free. Reset. Finally. Okay, so for some reason, however, the subtitles are tracking it. Loses tracking when you hit reset. That's not good. But yeah, so now I can reset the level and we don't get the dialogue back. But if you want the dialogue back, I wish loading the overworld wasn't so slow. If you want the dialogue back, whoops. Oh, because we weren't in that level because I've been cheating my way around. Yes. I'm free. Finally. That's okay. I think. Is so I don't. I guess we set that no matter what, right? So if I'm in this level and I
40
start
days
doing
without
it,
pushing things. Way too long.
and then I quit, right? And then you come back. No, because that's serialized. So, like, that's the weird thing is, so if I leave, I don't know, we'll work it out later. This is good enough for now because it doesn't feel like super buggy. But I think maybe when you go back into the level,
40 days without pushing things. Way too long.
I think when you go back into the level, we want to always play it no matter what. Maybe. Except it might be situational. Like they're saying to each other like, "Oh man, this is a problem. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it." And that doesn't make sense if they're at the end of the level. You know what I'm saying? Is the voice line the final one? No. Why does everyone ask these kind of questions? Of course not. Of course not. But this is why I don't stream, because of all these questions. Like, just let somebody make a game and stop assuming that everything is final. The definition of developing a video game in progress is that most things are not final, actually. Almost nothing is final. That's the definition of what we're doing here. Gonna get Brian Blessed to redo it. I forget who that is, but I was gonna try to get Stamper to do it a long time ago, and he didn't really want us to do it. It seems like. People are very, very, very unaccustomed to what actual game dev looks like. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't it be great if Stamper was like the villain in this game? He was so good in the what was that game? What was the strategy game that they did that he voice acted the evil dude in? Was it Pit People? I don't remember. This was a long time ago that I asked him. And he kind of said maybe, but it really didn't seem like he was into it. Okay. So let's just not. Okay, this is a weird one. Let's leave that in there for now, but how do we find the subtitles? That's in HUD, right? Draw subtitles. Get playing subtitled track. Name and time. Get playing subtitled. Okay. I mean, I guess we delete the sounds on undo. Do one undo down here. Enact move. All right. Could be a lot of places. So this supposedly doesn't kill stuff. Oh, wait. Maybe it is literally this function that we were looking at. Let's try. Let's just blind take that out and see what happens. Because when you hit reset on the room, it's just a form of undo that undoes to a certain point.
"40 days without pushing things. Way too long."
There we go. See, I'm resetting, and the subtitles are staying up now.
40 days without pushing things. Way too long.
And the reason is because we're not deleting the entity.
Never seen so many crystals. Heavy at least. That feels good.
Okay. That's good. I am happy to have these problems fixed. Okay. Let's take the W. First we gotta Check our no check-ins. And we'll say commit. Will this be a $70 game? It'll be a $7,000 game. All right. Fixes to Barks. All right, that's very good. This has been a productive session. Let's try updating the Steam build with our remaining time, and we'll see if that kills the stream. 5 cents an hour, 5 cents a minute, bro. This game's worth 5 cents a minute. Hard to believe, but you still use Tortoise 2. It's not hard to believe at all. Why is that hard to believe? I have to release it after GTA 6 to sell it more expensive. Yeah, because GTA 6 is $100 or whatever they were saying. Why is updating the Steam build important? Because I'm trying to get it working well right now so that I can give it to other private parties. That is why I'm fixing the specific things that I'm fixing right now, because these are things that are relevant. Can you have it? Are you at a publisher that's going to give us $3 to $8 million to launch the game? Because that would be dope. No, sadly. Well, when one can dream. Your uncle works at Nintendo? Well, been trying to win the lottery. Well, that's good. Been trying to win the lottery so I can retire. Well, that's good too. Why don't you go on Beast Games? Forget winning the lottery. Go on Beast Games Season 2, and then you can be a movie star, and then everyone can decide that you're racist when you do what happened this week. You actually know someone that was on Beast Games. Okay, how'd that go? The racist dude is a friend of that friend. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to run Manifest, Destiny. No, not Destiny. That guy's a weirdo, but we're running the Manifest. Fetid Muppet. Friend of the stream, Destiny. Should we start calling random people friend of the stream? Friend of the stream, Hulk Hogan. You watched that 2,000 people or whatever Mr. Beast video and it wasn't even entertaining? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Beast games. It gets better as the number of people gets smaller because you actually frickin' know who the people are and what they're doing and all that. I don't think it was a good idea to start with 2,000 people. I think he was doing that because part of his shtick on YouTube is like scale, right? Like, oh, can you believe how crazy and big and expensive is the thing that we're doing? But like, when you watch a show on like Amazon or whatever, it doesn't work that way. Like the assumption isn't that you're an amateur YouTuber with no money, so scale is impressive. You know what I mean? And so the 2,000 people thing just wasn't that impressive. It's just more important for it to be a better show, and it does get better as it goes on. I mean, at the same time, that is what we call like a story beat or a PR beat or something, where it's like the fact that it's so many people can be a thing that you use to get people interested in the show and know about the show. But I don't think the magnitude of that is very large compared to all the other things that they could say, right? So how many people are in the Squid Games fiction? I think it was 1,000, right? Well, it was 1 to 999 in Squid Game, right? It was a 3-digit numbers. I did not see the lame-o butt second Squid Game. I don't know that it's lame-o butt, but everybody says it is, so I believe everybody. All right. Squid Game only had like 400 something people. No, because the old dude, 456 was the main character, but like 999 was the old dude, right? It's just in the very first episode where they have the red light, green light, they trim out like half the people. Old dude was 001. Oh. Okay, well maybe it wasn't 1,000. What? Wait, was 456 the last guy? Is that why? He's like the loser of the crew? Gemini says 456. Okay. I stand corrected. You see how much attention I paid to Squid Game. Paid as much attention as necessary. Oh. All right, guys, I am now going to go engage the Gabe cannon. In case I get doxxed, I'm going to do it on another stream, or another screen. Sorry, not another stream. Because the Steam command used to just echo your password to the standard output while building in the middle of all the other stuff. Now, warning... Stream may hitch real bad. but hopefully not for too long. See, we're going to put this up while we're still getting data. All right, ready? Here we go. Okay, it looks like it. Well, it leaks the username now, but it doesn't print the password. Wow, guys. It only had to upload 26 megabytes this time. It is done. It is done. The password must be honey. It isn't, but not gonna lie, that's a pretty good password idea. All right, we are updating. Dude, this thing burns the battery on my Steam Deck. Either that or it wasn't full from sleeping. How, if you just have the Steam Deck in sleep mode, how long does the battery last? Not long. Okay, so that might be it, because I left it for like 2 days. I think it's in sleep mode. Like if you just short press the power button, is that sleep mode? Is the Steam Deck really good? I like it. It's a good portable gaming device, I think. The thing is just, there's not that many games that I want to play portably. There's not that many games I want to play, period, but there's not that many portably. All right, so I'm going to go, you can hear my wonderful voice acting as I go into these levels.
I'm free. Finally.
All right. So that worked. It did not play too far. It's weird that it's not deleting my levels, though. Oh, because we're in playtest mode. Yeah, we don't delete. Okay, we're gonna turn off playtest mode for the thing. All right, let's try Thief. Yo, Thief.
That cave is just a bit cramped. These crystals are so shiny. I love them.
What's our restart key? I forget. Gamepad controls. Restart. Oh, it's that key. Well, guys, the game is improved. The game is improved. Is Jonah Ostroff contributing new levels? He did contribute a couple a long time ago, but most of the levels are being done by the team that's been working on the game, which is several designers. Several designers. But yeah, he contributed a little bit. And then, to be quite honest, I think in the end, we're going to go do another pass on all those original Heroes of Sokoban levels just to try to make them a little better. To more match, because in the process of developing a game like this for a really long time, you like get really good at it and you figure out the feel of the game and how good levels feel. And now that we know that for this game, I want to just go back and make those levels feel the same. Like they'll have the same ideas, like the idea of why this was an interesting level will be the same, but we'll just change the geometry a little bit, probably. Do I think there will ever be an in-game level editor? I don't want to say never, but it's just not a priority right now because we're just we're just trying to get the game done, you know. Edmund McMillan's guest level design, it would be full of cats. We don't have any cats though. It would have to be full of lizards. We have lizards. All right, let's find someone to raid. It's time for me to go out dancing. We may or may not do a late night stream tonight. Who's good to raid? Yeah, you cannot pet the cat or the dog in this game because there is no cat or dog. Godot, Paper Robot, a cool RPG. Godoting. Wow, everybody's... Wow. All right. Gamepadholio, we could raid that. Global Game Jam. Oh, is Global Game Jam starting? Or no, this must be ending? Is it ending? Ryan might still be streaming. Adam C. Eunice. Pirate Software, Leak Code. Linux kernel networking. That could be exciting, right? Do you want to raid Sneaky Donkey? There's a big mode game jam. I would watch that. I can't participate because I'm too busy. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. And we'll see you later on.